Alright, it looks like I am successfully streaming. I'm using a new setup this time. I'm on my laptop with a little CAD USB mic, and so I'm going to try this little mobile setup on this one to make sure it's working right. Um, I know it's been quite a while since I've streamed, but I'm of course, the school semester has started up again. I'm in my second year of grad school, and I have found that I get more work done when I'm streaming because I feel a little bit of pressure to keep moving forward. So I am going to do that and uh, and get this editing done. So my one and only love is the tune I'm finishing up here. I'm going to switch to the scroll view by clicking Control E. So it's a little easier for me to see everything. So, first I'm going to go in. Yeah, I'm going to reset all these sounds. So let's go to, well, not the score manager. And I'm not sure. Let me see if you can actually see all the windows that I get popping up. So I'm worried that, yeah, that's the thing I've got to fix about this is I'm capturing the finale window. Let me set up a new one where I just catch the screen so you can see everything that's going on. The other thing about this setup is that ooh, that's fun. I have two screens on two monitors on my other setup, and so I can, ooh, weird, right? So I can set one up with all of this stuff on there, and then you can't see it, you know. Okay, I can't resize the output. And with this going on, I can't resize the output for some reason. Well, anyway, let me, I guess, get rid of the window capture and maybe that'll let me resize it. And no. All right, well, sorry about that. I'll have to get it worked out for later. Let's see if I'm catching the top. I can get rid of the like file and all that stuff at the top. There we go. And you'll still be able to see all the little windows that I pop up. All right. Change number one. So now I've got the score manager pulled up. You can see that it's all under the Smart Music Soft Synth. I don't really want to do that. So I could go through every one of these and change it to Garrett Instruments or Aria Player. Or I could go here to the device setup and see my sound map. So I've got Garrett in first and the Smart Music second. So what's great is I can go in here to the MIDI audio setup and reassign the playback sound and just kind of make it start over really quickly and reassign everything using that priority list. And you can see it's doing that now. It's going to get a couple of them wrong. But that's fine because I can go into the score manager now. I have a lot less work to do. There's jazz alto sax, jazz tenor sax, bari sax. I do want to change these orchestral trumpet players because I don't think I haven't like let it go on with them yet, but I don't think it'll switch to the muted sounds with the Harman mutes. I'm skeptical that it'll switch anyway. Definitely don't want acoustic guitar. We're going to go with a clean electric Steinway piano, jazz fretless bass. Yeah, upright bass. There we go. Whew. And then fusion drum kit. This they changed something in this finale that it doesn't have the like jazz drum kit that's usually mixed in here. It's either fusion, brushes, or electronic, and that's it. I could build one. I could build a jazz kit. Um, but anyway, there we go. Brushes. I have also, you see this little gray dot here by the drum set? I've muted it because I haven't put all the hits in there. So it just wouldn't be productive to have it playing while I'm trying to listen to all the things. But I know I've written it all in, uh, so I'm not too worried about that. So let's go start at the beginning. Yeah, those, oh my gosh, those glissandos. Oof. Let's see if I can change that. Oh, just really quickly take a second. Just in case this happens to you. Let's see, smart shape options. That's more about placement than playback. Smart lines, see, it's like that kind of stuff, what it looks like, and all that business. So let's cancel that. It'll be the playback options is really what'll do that. Slur contour, yeah, it's a little different. So we'd have to go to like all these playback settings. I'm gonna go ahead and set that on jazz. No swing, thank you. And I can, I'm gonna ignore repeats actually. I can go in deep into this file here. Actually, it would be document options, I think. Yeah, and we can do. There's one especially for. Let's see. Themes, chords, glyphs, flags, fonts, grace notes, all this kind of stuff for lines and curves and what stuff looks like. You know, you can really hone this in to exactly what you want. But I guess it will be in the preferences. Human playback, there we go. All this kind of stuff. Glissandos. Automatic. I guess we'll go with pitch bend. I could go with could go with chromatic there. And delay when possible. Let's try that and see if it does the right stuff. I haven't messed with it enough to know. Yeah, I much prefer that to the thing it was doing before, so I'm gonna leave it like that because no. Um, Now one thing it's not doing is applying this Harman mute to the trumpet there. And I wonder, so I can go in here and edit the playback function and see what it does. I'm going to change it to none. And I do hit cancel instead of assign because if I hit assign, it'll just reassign the same thing. But watch, the settings actually, they stay the same. So I don't have to worry about reassigning to that measure. And look at that, it works. All right, Flugel, that is one I just don't think it's set up to do that. Nope, don't want to reassign it. Flute, I also don't think it's set up to do that. Now, one thing I like to do is put all of this in concert pitch. Transposing on the fly, I can do it just fine, but when I'm writing and I want to really dig in and see exactly where everything is, I do not want to have to worry about transposing. So, I've got flutes and harmon here in this little unison. I'm going to solo those because I want to see, I kind of want to see if it's playing flute. And I think it's not. I think it's actually playing sax. Yeah, that's fine. I get the point. Now, if I leave that one flute on there, that is not going to get heard. So I've got to put that harmon trumpet on it too. And in fact, what I could do is leave this flute on it in unison. I don't know why it got rid of that slur marking. I can leave that in unison and just have if this harmon switches it up, it'll be supported by that. This harmon will be supported by this tenor and this flugelhorn, and it's gonna sound great. All right, so once I've done that, I feel like I've got the blend correct. And let me try that again. Another thing that's good to do here, in this score manager box is you can change the name of these things. So like I can get rid of all this nonsense with like having sax on there. I just don't need that. Um, the band doesn't need it. It takes up space. And it takes up space on the score, really, I think is the biggest thing. This one I will leave bari sax because you know, baritone is an actual instrument. This in B flat thing though, that really that's annoying. Um, you put trumpet, I think most people assume it's the one in B flat. People aren't bringing C trumpets to many jazz gigs. So let's drop that off. Trombone, that's fine. I can save a little bit of room by taking some of that off of there. Guitar, piano, fretless bass. I don't know why in the world it says that. It should say acoustic bass. And then I can shorten it to that. I think people will know what that means. Okay, sorry about that. It's part of the editing. Okay, now I've got tenor 2 in on this little line, so I'm going to add. Ooh, okay, I was wrong about have tenor 2 supporting that lower octave line. But it is supported by this flugelhorn. Well, that wasn't the flugelhorn, that was a bari sax. Let's get rid of that bari sax just for this. Yeah, I think I am going to drop the tenor down to that lower line. One thing I want to make sure of, though, is we've got this unison with, that would create a unison with this bari sax thing. And I don't want to mess with the contrary motion that's going on between bari and the rest of the instruments. Let's go ahead and unsolo everybody. That is the nice shortcut there. Just click that S for solo and lets everybody play. I wonder. Okay, yeah, I don't wonder. I was actually going to do something else. I forgot that I had guitar on this line. And I want to take piano on it too. And that means, yeah, that's good, that's good. That means I really don't need the support of the tenor sax on that line. On the melody line is what I mean. So I'm going to take the tenor down there, and I'm just going to make sure that that octave doubling shouldn't sound like a big thing. It should just sound like support for the melody line. Yeah, see, I can hear it sticking out a little bit too low there. And now it might be a little too much. I'll tell you what I can do that'll make it just fine is bring it down here. Go ahead and let this second flugel double the other flugel. And then we've got a line down here, B natural to D, F to A flat. So that's actually doubling that lower thing down. That'll be fine. Let's try this. Actually, I'm going to move over a couple bars so I don't have to keep skipping over. Let's hear that. And of course, when I do that, I'm hitting control space to make that happen, just to play wherever the cursor is. It can be a cacophony of a wreck, but for some reason it plays a completely different volume. Let's check that. That does have some tension in it. So it's what I've got going on here is a G flat 9 chord, I think. Yeah. And I could, to help this out with that rhythm, I could have the bass drop down like this. Check this out. That really just helps build some like tension there. I could even have the bass play fifths if I wanted to really play with the tension. And that's just like too much. So Control Z on that one. The cat is trying to get into a box that is definitely too small for her. So I'm a tiny bit distracted, sorry. Okay, good, she gave up. Alright, let me check this upper structure here. So we've got another G in the bass trombone. Good. That's why I wasn't too worried about moving the bass down there before, because the bass trombone has it. And then the next interval that I have happening is the flat 9 in trombone 3. I think I did do this before where I didn't have everybody move. I had the trombone stay static, and it just didn't fit right. I can try it again though to let you hear what that sounds like. I'll just leave it with them rearticulating. I do like having the lead trombone on that E. I think that creates just the tiniest bit of nice tension. Yeah, it's really interesting with that. It creates a flat 9 interval up. Well, no, that's a half step. It doesn't anymore because I have trumpet 4 doubling trumpet 3. So actually that's fine. It's high enough to where it doesn't create that weirdness. But I do have an F down here, and I wonder if moving the tenor 2 to that E instead would be better. Yeah, that's a more unique sound for me, and I think maybe not having the tension on the first note will be nicer. Yeah, I think that is really nice. So what can I do before that? I can tighten up the voicing a little bit upward and actually pull the rest of the ensemble down away from the middle of the voicing. So I've got these Fs here just all day, all of those, and then it's going to kind of spread apart at the end. Feel how it's so tight right here? It's all up there next to each other, and then there's this big open sound. I I like that. I dig that. A flat. I do have F D A flat. Okay, I don't feel so bad about that. I don't have a B in this voicing. Maybe I should have one. Actually, I don't care. Let's leave it as like a C, a G sus flat 9 actually before it goes there. Have it resolved. Ooh, now that puts some, I mean, not to get too abstract, but that puts some sauce on it. Like that is flavor. I like that a lot. So it's like an F minor over G chord that resolves to a G7 flat 9. Let's hear it again. The only thing is that this tenor goes up to the E instead of. What do we need this F down to D? Not really. I'm going to double second trombone in the Barry. And then I'll double first trombone in this tenor. That's going to get rid of that slur marking, but whatever. There we go. I don't know. I think it might be better with the. What if I hint at it being an F minor 6 chord over G? And what if I do that same thing with the trombone? Mmm. That is very interesting now. I think that adds a lot of interest to those two chords. So, here's another thing. I've got the piano playing this. Mm, well, no, that works out fine. I think that works great. Okay, I'm done with those two chords. Let's move on. Some melody. I am not too certain I need that first note in the trombones. And actually, what I'd like to do is delete this note. I wish that moved everything. I wish that moved the dynamic marking over. So B flat A, yeah. And that puts everybody going on that. Okay, let's try that. I'll go a bar ahead of it. Okay. I think now I have these two notes in perfect unison are a little strong. And I'm gonna make it that instead. A7 over E flat. I see what's happening. I've tried to spell that in an easy way for that for the trombone player. Maybe this is not so bad. It's just like unison, unison, split, split. Let's split them like this. Yeah, I just want it to weaken a little bit before it splits up completely. Okay, I'm gonna leave that at that. That sounds really nice to me. Just that chord in root position. I could have our bass trombone friend here really lay down that root movement. Or I could have the bari sax do it. I think that'll be nice. Oh, sorry, that's the articulation tool, not the shape tool. There we go. Let's add you in there, my friend. And let's make sure we get a good dynamic marking for you. I think mezzo piano will be just fine. That's really nice because the bari sax is going to take that over from trombone 2 here. And I think that'll be just beautiful. Having that piano marking under the rest is not too terrible of an engraving issue. I don't think it'll confuse any players, so I'm gonna leave it like that. In fact, I think it's a little more out of the way. All right, then we get. Did I have flugels switch to trumpet? Yes. Okay. So I don't want to double them on this line. Double this line with them. Okay, so this is where I want to stop for a second. That movement right there is just a little bit awkward. So what do I want to do here? I've got 3, 5, 7, 9. I should... Yeah, and I've got a movement here from B natural to C. That's not too bad. I don't think that's too much. Now, I could have bari sax start back here with its line be bo dee do dee do bo bo do do. let's see how that sounds. Let's see, we've got them playing piano. So let's copy that. Piano. 3 bars isn't too long at this tempo. And we can have a little bit of a crescendo from our Barry sax player to get to that. Oh, gotta double click to get to the mezzo piano for the next bar. Okay, let's do it up. Okay, talk about a volume change. Dang. Um, let's see, why is that? Well, I've got a crescendo there. I haven't really told the soloist how loud to play. That is a little bit of an issue. Maybe let's put a mezzo forte on it back here. Give them some guidance. See, did I go too far? Yeah, a little bit. Okay, so let's start right here. Should I have trombones come in on the half note here instead? I'm glad I have that error ping turned off, or it would be going ding real loud every time. Every time I click on one of those. And I'll move these over. Okay. Something weird is happening there. I need to fix that last voicing. But the trombones here. I think piano's fine. See, it's that note right there that kind of makes me feel different. We're doing a G7, and I've got an E on there, so it's really a G13. So that should actually be an F natural. D flat. I should call that C sharp to be more truthful. I don't know why I just did that. Really, this could be a half note F, and I don't think it would be. I really wanted this to have like a lot of motion, and I really think I'm kind of maybe doing too much. I think it's going to have a lot of motion without the lead line providing all of it. Also, this range piano, that's probably fine actually for lead trombone. It's going to stick out a little bit, which I want. Like, that's fine. It probably won't cover up flutes or the melody. So what I think I can actually do is leave this note off of here. I don't really need that. I could put the root in the bass trombone there. Sorry, now that I've done that, I really just am in love with the Barry taking over that root motion. Yeah, you know what? I really like that. I can use it to get rid of, like, this A doesn't really need to happen there. So I can actually move that up there. You know, the bass trombone player doesn't have to be doing that. And I'm also thinking bass trombone could go ahead and play the downbeat on this. Um, I'm gonna give these markings to the piano player, and I'm gonna have the guitar player sit out. Actually, you know what? It wouldn't be so bad to have the guitar player play that. That'd be kind of nice, actually. And then let's have that root be down there, and then change on beat 2. I think that'll be a lot better. Man, that really makes it loud there. I don't think I've given, yeah, I haven't given like a goal volume there. That's what's making it just scream. So let's go ahead and do that. These trombone entrances, I think, are some of my favorite things that's happening in here. I can move, oh, I was hitting the wrong key. Move it over and down. Also, I want to, do I want to crescendo that a little bit? I'm going to go with yes. So I'll copy the Barry sax. I don't really need any of the other instruments to do it though. I do need to give bass trombone. In fact, I will back this dynamic marking up so that they know how loud to come in. Okay, now this is starting to get a little weird. And I think part of it is that the trumpets don't really have so much here. I know if I put them on this line, I just don't know. Um, I also have the trombones doubling the melody here, and I think having them all rest on beat one of this bar actually wouldn't be too bad. Just like bass trombone's already doing it, Barry sax is already doing it. I think that'll add some like emotion to that line. Let's get rid of that. And I just feel that in the Barry part. Yeah, that feels right. Um, all right, bass trombone. Do I want to copy? No, I don't think I do. I've got F, G, A, and C here. Does it conflict with the melody? Not really. To do that. And then have C, A, just so that it's not so kind of crowded. And it moves with the melody. Let's do that. Yeah, that creates some nice motion over that chord. I just noticed my legato marking here in trombone 3 isn't going all the way to the first note. Let's take the bass trombone there too. And then I will, let's mute the melody for a second. See what this sounds like. Hear what this sounds like. Ooh, wait. I gotta make sure I gotta make sure this doesn't keep them in harmony. So open, open, trumpet, trumpet. I need to. So this is what's weird. The aria. Oh, not assignment. Definition. That's another way to get to that. is to right click on it and then go to the definition instead of going through the menu and everything like I did before. I can hit none, and then Aria will actually read the text in these and perform them. The other one that comes with Finale can't do that. Then I have to play a little bit so that it reads that, and then I can move to the right. Let's go right here. Hmm. Yeah, I guess it's fine to have that. It's a little heavy having that down there. For some reason, these guys were still playing on mutes. Technique. Yeah, that's it. Uh, do I need to put an open on there? That's crazy because they weren't on mutes before. They were just on flugelhorn. Okay, maybe I just misheard. Um, no, that works out great. Yeah, they're not doing anything weird. I like this juxtaposition, this polyrhythm of the triplet against the straight eights by the trombones here. I could even copy it up. Let's do that. Okay. Cool. I need a little bit of slap on these. Um, so I'm going to go ahead and add it like that. And I'll put the bass trombone player on it. Let's move over so we don't have to listen to all that again. I liked this. I think it might be nice. I need to. That all sounded good. Move past that. I feel like something needs to set it up here. Like there needs to be this underlying motion. So maybe boom, beep, boom. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Like that. Why can't I select that? Oh, because it's attached to the note. My bad. That's a tie. And to kind of set up how much more motion there is in that bar from everything else. I don't think that's the answer. Let's add more tension. Let's make this a quarter note, please. I could only put this in this part of this, in the berry, and the moving line, that is, and put the bass trombone on the bigger notes. Let's try this. That sounds a little lame, not gonna lie. Let's get the... Let's see if it sounds less lame without the unison. Let's try that line. Mm. Let's... try that. Let's try this. I mean, this is all just, try stuff and see what works. Um, so I'm not gonna... Let's see, I can get rid of that. I can start this crescendo a little bit earlier in the berry if this is what's gonna happen. Let's do... actually, let's get rid of that, make them quarter notes. I think having that pickup note is going to be enough motion. What if I work backwards? How about I start? Okay. That sounded a lot better than anything I've done yet. How about a little chromaticism? What if I set up the lick? Ooh, not really room to click there. And then that's not really because it's E and F, right? Let's try this. Who knows? Let's try it starting on the and of 4 instead. I Let's try that. You know what? I think landing on just a quarter note actually sounded fine. Let's try it. Oh, I think that, okay, that's the winner right there. I think that really sets up everything that comes before it. I could, I'm gonna try it an octave up. Don't have, I'm not holding out for that to work out. Yeah, that just sounds weak in that register on tenor. I could try to put it somewhere else. I could try to double it in this tenor. Let's try that. No, that kind of like, I don't know, it just gives it away in a weird way. Let's move. Let's try trombone 3. And I've got something weird going right here because I guess not. That's not so bad. All right. This is gonna be sorry, I just yelled at you there. This is gonna be the hardest bar in the whole thing. You know what? It might be nicer to. Why does it do that? I don't need it to be backed up as close as possible to that note. Let's do this. I'm going to move all of these over. Okay, no, I guess I'm not. So G. Ah, I hate that it pushes it as far to the right as possible. Because I really need room to the left, actually. Or to the right. And now it wants to assign that dynamic to that rest. So I had a G here. Should I go GAA? I think maybe I should start with that unison line. Since I'm already adding harmony in these two, maybe I can do that to support what's been happening. That sounds pretty cool to me. I think it needs, just that part maybe needs to be thickened up so that it's a tiny bit hokey. Now, I think it's hokey because of it's implying such major harmony. Yeah, I think that sounds a lot better to me. There's that tritone in there. And what's this going with? Yeah, trombones are in mostly unison there. I could move first trombone up one just to blur that harmony a little bit. And then I could also, let's see, we've got E, F sharp. And what I've basically got, okay, good. I've got the harmony lined out there. Let's give this third trumpet player a break because that's a lot. Well, I guess not really. Okay. I'm gonna try this out. See, I'm still feeling the tiniest bit of hokiness, like predictability. That didn't make it better. Maybe having a C sharp there will make it a little interesting. It does sort of lift it a little bit, like what if I make it a two whole steps instead? No. All right, let's start from here. What if I started with the started with that? Go the opposite direction, or I could flip this and go like that. That's not too low to have that seventh. it does work out a little weird that they don't resolve in the same way. Boo-doo-da, ba-da-da. Like, I don't know. They don't keep going the same direction. What if one of these cats kept going? Oh, okay, cut it out. And really created some tension on that end of one. Ooh, that did create some interest there. And I could even have this trombone pick it up. And by this trombone, I meant second trombone. So add that as a pickup note to all this. And I think this might be the winner. Ooh, that was a little bit too much of that note. I think putting it in unison was just too much. Yeah, weakening that unison before it starts getting kind of crazy, I think works really great. And that's something you have to that's how I think of it now, um, more than before. When I was thinking about adding notes, I'm thinking about like crucial notes to add and stuff and communicate the harmony. Now I'm like, well, if you add more notes to a move, like more motion and more notes, um, you kind of cloud up the harmony. You make it a little less obvious, and that's what makes things sound, build tension, and add a little bit of ambiguity to some things. Now I could also go ahead and have this go to the G and have this sound that's a little less foundational in the bari. There's a little bit more rasp to it, as you can hear in the, right there. I can have the bari go up to the A. Then let's see, third trombone goes up to an A as well. Why don't I let bass trombone take a breather right there? I like the first note of that measure. I'm gonna get to it. I know the suspension is killing me here. I think that sounds so nice. Yeah. I think that's a real winner right there, having this motion like separate. Um, Now the only question is, so I've got the altos doing this. And do I need the tenor doing it, or can I copy this motion somewhere else? Sort of double, like just both of these things. Hmm. I mean, there's really only one way to find out. So the only player that can double this right now within reason is the second trombone. And then you're going to have this big skip there. And so it'll be a lot easier for second tenor to move in that direction. Maybe I'll just try this out and then fix what I need to if it works out. Yeah, the thing that makes that a little more unconvincing is that the tenor doesn't go to the G, so let's fix that. See how it goes. Yeah, I think that. So then with these two, I can I can switch that motion around. You know what? I think that might be the best sounding one. Um, with the motion just like tripled in this way, maybe now I can start these horns on at a piano instead of a mezzo, and it'll create a more impactful moment. For me, I would always prefer to have four horns play piano than two horns play mezzo because well, it depends on what you want, I guess. If you want a more chorus spread sound or if you want a more compact unison sound. And I want a more spread, like orchestrated sound on this. So I'd rather have four horns play quietly. So let's go ahead and give the bass trombone a solid mezzo forte there. Yeah. And I also need to give these instruments a little more guidance on dynamics because I'm leaving them out in the cold here. Um, this bar needs slash marks for the piano. Thank you. And then we can build the piano dynamic right there. Let's go ahead and give the drummer a marking. This is all just part of this finalization, you know. You got to make sure everybody's on board with what we're going to be doing. And having the drummer is going to make a huge difference in the dynamics. So I really want the drummer to just like disappear for a second. Yeah. I don't want. Let's just put a little reminder here. So we're gonna start out with a nice piano. And then this. Let's go up to mezzo forte there. Be do bo dee be be dee 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 do. Okay. Something really interesting happens with the the intonation there. It's kind of funky. I do want to go back a tiny bit and just, I always try to do this. When I make these big edits, I can get really magnified into the piece. And I always like to go back and listen to what I've gotten so far. Because it's easy to get get a microscope and look at each one of these as separate things. But then sometimes I'll go back and listen to the whole thing and be like, ooh, I've made an error here. It doesn't sound cohesive or something. Pull that up while I'm in. Do I have it pulled up somewhere? Nope. Let's go ahead and hear that tenor one going on. I guess we could. I would have to edit the brush sounds to play the drum set. Gotta love that nice staccato tenor. Oh yeah, I like that way better than what I had before. Oh man, that just flows so much better. I'm so glad I made all those changes. Everything feels like it's, since all these things come in on the end of beats or on weak beats or on 2, on 4, you know, it's like it's really just pulling forward the whole time, and then we're gonna get to this big this really great line. And now, since that's where I am, I need to mess with it. So, here's the important line right here. And I like doing it this way is a little tedious, but follow along with me here. Let's try to, yeah. All right, so we've got the melody. And the next most important piece is the bass line. So, how do I want this to go? I've got E, F sharp, G. And then in the melody, we've got this B, A, G. And the thing is, I could try all these different bass motions. Like G natural. That's F natural. Ah, okay. And then build a chord off of that F natural. Do like a B7 over F, but it's gotta be a B7 flat 13 over F, because there's a G natural in the melody. B7 flat 13 over F. That's kind of a lot. Could I change this note? Could I make it a backdoor turnaround? D, G, D, sorry, A. I don't like that. Oh, sorry. Every time I click to stop it space playing, it does that stuff. I could do a I could raise both of these by a half step and do it like that. Um, Jeez, that's annoying. I could do a tritone substitution for the 5, go to an F. I could approach it from its 5 of C. That's that's a lot more promising. What if I use the 2 from the key? I don't like that as much. I don't like it going up. Okay, that's that's the harmony I'm liking the most. So and that's just a preference thing, you know. Um, so if you don't, then that's fine. It's not the most correct harmony. It's just the one I'm drawn to right now. So this is when I have to start editing now the second trumpet. G, that's perfectly fine. I mean, that's the third in E minor, F sharp, same as the root. That's okay. It's not the best scenario, but whatever. Um, E, now I have to decide what makes the most sense over this G. E works fine. I'm not feeling any kind of way about it. Here's where I can start to change stuff. Is it really important that this second trumpet stays locked in with lead trumpet in order to set a hard foundation there, and make the lead trumpet sound as strong as possible? Because this lead trumpet has to stick out over everything right now, and that's going to be hard if I cloud the harmony right underneath it, or even in the whole trumpet section. That can make it more difficult for the lead trumpet player to stick out above all of this motion. So, do I need to change this part? And that's the question I need to ask. So let's start by, let's see, thirds are strong. Thirds are great. What if I change to fourths here? And then we've got some kind of C chord. So for E, and then it could be E flat, could go with the F chord, or B, it could be D sharp if it's like B7 over F. You know what? I don't dislike that. Let's bring in trumpet 3 and see if things start to get crazy. I'm gonna go ahead. I need to. Oh, it's actually. Okay, good, good. Never mind. Now, having trumpet 3 locked in like this isn't a isn't too much of a problem. Till we get to this second bar, it's gonna start to be a problem. So we've got this F sharp. Of course, that's unison with second trumpet, so I'll need to move it down in some way. E is fine. It's turning this into some kind of A6 chord. We don't have a third yet, so I don't know what it is. A C, some kind of C chord. D would be the ninth on that. I don't see any problem with that. It's also conveniently a fifth below the lead trumpet, so that's going to make it sound really powerful. Above the F, having the natural fifth, well, we're playing some kind of B chord, B7, flat 13. Does it need to be a flat 9, flat 13 over F? I'm not, that's not offensive to my ears. That fourth and fifth motion is a little weird, but I can cloud that up with voicings, with the rest of the voicing to make it not sound as fourth and fifty, I guess. Perfect. And I'm really, you know what, I'm actually liking the last beat, the harmony on there. Let's bring in trumpet 4. Okay, trumpet 4, we've got a D. That works fine over like an E minor. I'm purposefully setting up an E minor. I want the first thing to be really E minor. So that's fine. Then F sharp, some kind of F sharp. I like it walking down modally. Dorian with the C sharp instead of a C natural for natural minor. A B over that G. That's good all day. Okay, some kind of A chord. D turns it into like a sus4 or an 11, maybe a minor chord with an 11 or a sus4 chord. That's fine. I'm going to try it both ways in a second. So something over C. Well, now I've got another C. And I feel like that's going to sound. I just don't want that this high up. I don't want something doubling that. So I'm going to go with B natural, and then I'm going to go ahead with the seventh. And I'm going to be pretty solid about that. That's where I want to play the seventh on that beat. So it's really this D note right here on beat 3 that's going to be, I'm going to find out what I want to do with that. Ooh, just the motion sounds really nice over there. Let's find out if I want this to be an A minor chord. It really changes color. Let's change it to a C sharp, A major. Ooh. C natural again. You know what might change it is if I change this over the C root, change it to a dominant chord. I don't dig that too much. You know what? I think I'm gonna stick with the C sharp. I'm gonna make it an A major 7 chord, a major 6 chord, I mean. Yeah, it does. It does change colors there on beat 3. Okay, I've done that. Got the trumpet harmony. Now, do I want the trumpet doubled in another instrument? Huh. It usually makes sense. I could do this in block style, where I literally just copy these four down into the trombone section. And um, I think that's a little too much. I could have tenor two double the lead trumpet, and then copy these three down. And I know these guys can play, just because, I mean, these specific players that are in the band, I know they can play this all day. Um, so I can do that, double this in a tenor, um, or even second alt. Well, an octave down in second alto, I could do that too. Um, Trumpet four right here is, well, everybody's in a nice strong place in this voicing. So let's bring all the brass in. And I can do that more easily by soloing everybody and just taking the saxes out. Oh yeah, piano. Well, I don't have anything written there, and I'll leave the bass trombone in because I'm just gonna copy the bass line for bass trombone. I know that's not the funnest thing that's ever happened, but there it is. Okay, I don't have the full bass line actually copied on bass trombone, so that went to a weird place. Okay, so what's happening here is I've got these, excuse me while I adjust this mic. There we go. I've got these upper extensions happening in the trumpet section, and trombone section doesn't need to double those. It's too. Trombones need to help start setting the foundation from the bottom up. So this is where I go back into this here. Guitar and piano, they're not doing anything offensive, so let's get rid of the top two trombones and just set trombone 3 up to play something nice. See how it's like sticking out a lot there? And it is because it's doubling a trumpet line, but still like it's a little awkward. So the bass line is going up. It might be nice to cross voices a little bit, have the trombone 3 start lower. So what do we have available to us? We've got the D that's in trumpet 4 right here. And we could actually twist it around so that we go up to the G that's in trumpet 2, or sorry, trumpet 3. Um, oh my gosh, that's a B. This is a B. Scratch that. This is the melody, which I guess I could put down here in third trombone. Let's try it. Yeah, it starts to get it starts to get it starts to rub against the bass here. So let's go up to the D that I've got in trumpet 4. That's a little high for trombone 3, really. I could. And I'm definitely going to want to drop the bass in that. Actually, I want it to be down there. And I don't like it being that low. Yeah, okay, sorry. I had to make some choices for bass trombone there. So, trombone 3, being on the melody, maybe not an option. At least for the second half of the bar. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't, I don't think it's a great option. So let's move things around. So we decided, I decided, I guess, that this is some kind of A 6/9 chord, A major 6/9 chord, because we've got a B in the melody, an F sharp right here in second trumpet, E, and a C sharp. So that's an A major 6/9 chord. Let's maybe take the third trombone up to support that. Then we've got some kind of C major chord. I know because fourth trumpet is playing a B that sounds nice. So right now we're just playing the fourth trumpet part an octave down. And I will definitely not have that same voicing happening in bar 2, in the second bar there. All right, let's get a hold of this second trombone player. Now, I could move the third trombone up a little, but it's starting to stack everything really high if I do that, and I just don't need it like that. Oh, that's alt, not space. I did not move that to an A. It's still on a G. I just want to select that note, please. There we go. Okay, maybe I can not do that. Maybe I can help the bass line happen there and smooth this line out. And the problem is I don't want to be, now I'm starting to like cross voices with the bass trombone, so maybe I do want to go upward with this one instead. So let's see, I've got B, it would have to be C sharp, not D sharp, thanks. And then maybe I could go back down. Ooh, that is the one I like the most so far. I like that switch, that change. Yeah, the voice leading for the resolution note, I'm not a fan of. Did not mean to pull up the mixer. That takes a second to load. There we go. Thank you. Score manager is what I wanted. Let's mess with trombone 2 here. All right, so trombone 2 is really hidden because we're doubling that octave voice. So this is where I start to think about third trombone from in my head. I'm really harmonizing the bass trombone because the harmonies on the outside of these voicings are the ones you're going to hear the most. The ones toward the inside are going to be the most cloudy. So I try to put the most definition and clarity on the outside and then the most grind toward the inside of the voicing, unless I'm going for a different specific sound. So I've got a lot of consonants between trombone 2 and trombone 3. I think I like the idea of taking this motion in the trombones a different direction, starting lower. So I'm going to actually swap this trombone out. And I also want to define the chord a little bit more. So I do want to go D, E, and then we're on some kind of G chord. Might as well make it a G major 7. Then we're on some kind of A chord. So E works out great. For C now, I think D is still a great choice. I don't know why it's... was it not natural before or something? Or did I add a... Oh, I accidentally had it. Ooh, I better make sure it's not that way in that trumpet. Okay, it's not. Whew, that makes me nervous. All right, so we've got D, E, over this F sharp chord. That's the 7th, that's fine. F sharp over the G chord, major 7th. A up to E, that's the 5th. So now we've finally kind of defined this chord a little better. Although I guess trumpet 3 does have it. That's my bad. C and D, F and C. That works out fine. I did want to make this a B7 chord over F. This is where I could start making that happen with the, well, do I have a B up there in the melody? I have a C natural up there already, okay. I could put the B right there, have the trombones change direction right here and start defining the chord a lot. I do have G, D sharp, C, and A. Yeah, that works really cool. So I could put the root right here, have this trombone player going up like that, and then let's see how that sounds before I move on to lead trombone. Oh man, that sounds cool. Okay. This is the part where I'm thinking lead trombone having the same motion as lead trumpet might be a good idea to stick with, but I'm gonna try moving it around. The first thing I find myself wanting to do is have the F sharp there for the 9, and that puts a G in the melody, which would be the flat 9 of that F sharp chord, and I just don't want to do that. But this would give me a chance to repeat a note on an inside beat, which is always easier. D, 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 like that. So F sharp to G, pardon me, back down to F sharp. The 6 over this, yeah, A major 6-9 chord. E over this C major 7 chord. That seems fine, unless I want to try to make it a sharp 11. And then ooh, now that'll have some flavor. Let's check it. And I didn't unmute it. I knew something was missing. All right, let's check it out. Ooh, man, that sounds like a nice crunch. I'm gonna drop these guys out. That too. No, I'll keep the bass trombone. Let's compact this sound a little bit and see. Just double check it. Yeah, having that F sharp right there really adds to that chord. Just a really special thing that isn't showing up anywhere else. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm digging that. So what I'd like to do is have tenor 2 or well, I need to get okay. Got to slow down for a second. Let's have Barry double this. Tenor 2, I think doubling trombone 3 will be fine because that's not as strong a register as the top two trombones. Then, actually, I'm going to have tenor 2 double the lead line an octave down. Then I'm going to have alto 2 double trombone 3. And then I'm going to have alto 1 catch this lead trombone line. I think that's going to support everything really, really, really well. And of course, I have most things muted. So let's solo, unsolo all these. I'm starting to think having the saxes on a true double with the trombones is not the best idea. And I find myself wanting to mimic the trumpets more. But I still want that F sharp in there in the I want it doubled somewhere just so that it really is happening. And we've got well, that's the lead note. So really just the second note of this triplet, somebody on that F sharp, that's really making things different. Somebody's already on the F sharp. Yeah, second trumpet's already on the F sharp for the A chord. So now what? If I double this, well, that's going to be super high in alto 1, and I can, well, it nicely transposed it an octave down for me. But if I put it up there, check out how that looks. So it's way up there in the palm keys, and there is just not a lot of power there in an alto sax. Really, the first thing that would have power would be this trumpet 4 line, which is, that's not too bad to be doubled because, that's a little weaker range in the trumpet than where the lead trumpet is. So it could help support that fourth trumpet line. And just to be sure, yeah, it's not being supported necessarily anywhere else, not in an actual doubling. And then, you know what? Just so happens the lead line is a third underneath that, and alto 2 could take it on. So, where does that leave me with this, though? I could play that F sharp here, but I don't. Nah, it'll sit weird. Maybe just one F sharp is enough. Maybe I don't need. Well, I have tenor 2 doubling the lead line as well. That's what I can change. That's something I can definitely change. So let's have it double. Trumpet 3. I didn't mean for it to select the whole measure. Let's have it start by doubling trumpet 3. And then double trombone 1 there. And maybe go down. We don't really need to double the third, right? And I don't need to double the root. It has enough power going on. We've got enough D sharps. Oh, this is in. We've got enough D sharps. I guess actually a true double on that is not too terrible, but it's really, that note's really hammered on, that G. So let's see how each of these sound. That is not. I just hit Shift V. I hope that doesn't do anything crazy. And then I'll work on this resolution. Okay, so let's look at. Sorry, my Rachel was coming home, my wife, and so I wanted to make sure it didn't catch any big noises or anything. I forgot you could see the whole screen instead of just the Finale app. I want this to resolve differently. It's hard because it's quite a leap in all the instruments. So let's do it. It goes down to a. That's a pretty hairy resolution. Let's do the same thing. I mean, this is the time it takes. So let's do trumpets. Yeah, let's get the bass back in there. And then I don't see any reason to double that. I'm going to see if 2 A's works out. Because having a big skip, I mean, I guess going down to the F sharp wouldn't be any bigger of a skip than or G wouldn't be any bigger of a skip than the lead trumpet. Yeah, that works fine. Okay, let's bring third trumpet into the conversation. Not with the mixer, please. With the score manager. It's just way quicker to work with. I don't have a reason for that. Let's go to F sharp instead. So just a tritone jump down. And then we can, I mean, it would actually be like G sharp, F sharp if I wanted to get a little crazy about it. But because that's the ninth on the 2 chord, which is a little bit ambiguous. It could either be G natural, which is diatonic to the key we're in, or it could be a G sharp. Could just leave it. So here's a little bit of interesting copying stuff, or I guess engraving stuff. If the rest of the trumpets have 2 half notes, I would rather give third trumpet 2 half notes, same note, 2 half notes, to know that the rest of the trumpet section is changing notes on that beat. And that's maybe an old school way to do it, but write me a strongly worded letter if you hate it. Okay, I'm gonna put third trumpet or fourth trumpet, sorry, down there. Then go up to the 7th. And play the 3rd of the chord. I mean, this just that sells itself. Let's add, I guess I could just leave this window up, but if I do, as soon as I do something over here, oh no, it doesn't disappear. I forgot about that. All right, trumpets, let's hear you. Cool. That kind of goes just perfectly fine. Now, instead of having second trumpet double lead trumpet all of a sudden, I can switch the roles of the sax players to have that happen. What I just did. And that way, it adds strength to that register of the trumpet because we're going from a really easy to be strong register to the middle of the trumpet, which just isn't as powerful. And that helps a lot. So let's add the top 4, 3 saxes actually, to that and see how that goes. Okay. Yeah, that writes itself just fine. I might want to change the quality of this B7 chord to maybe a B7 flat 9, flat 13, or something like that, or sharp 11. But I'm going to leave it where it is. I don't think I need much more tension. This bar is where all the thickness happened. This bar is is letting things kind of calm down. So I don't want to add too much tension in this bar, even though it is a loop back around to the 1 chord. So, trombones. What are y'all gonna do? Well, I don't want to double the double the lead line again. Um, Doubling this would be quite easy. Up an octave, come on, they can play that. Um, to that F sharp, because that's where we've been. And then, yeah, playing, I think that was already written there actually, but why not be sure? Have the lead trombone just kind of walk down there to really help calm things down. And then we've got a D here. A, G will be nice. And E natural, yeah, that'll be fine. Kind of getting ahead of myself on that, but still. What do we want here? Let's go with D. I don't need to do the, well, I didn't put it anywhere else. Oh yeah, I did. It's right there, E, D sharp. So I can go down to, well, I could go up to the, I could go down to the C. That works fine. This B natural in trombone 3 is pretty unnecessary. Boom, bo, bo, do, bo, bo, dee, D. Just an A, which I don't see anything wrong with that. Let's do it. Just play the 7th. Ah, I got rid of my slur marking. And then, let's see, G, A, D, E, that's already in the bass. Like, I really don't need that to happen. So I could give bass trombone a break here, and I don't think they would mind. Plus, it helps ease the, lighten the texture on starting on beat 3. Then I've got, yeah, the saxes doing this. And I could extend the, you know what, I can just extend the bari sax right here to sort of add a resolution that, you know, sort of let all that stuff resolve the way it wants to. Oh, I didn't unmute any of the trombones there, and the guitar also has the lead line. I think my deal was actually I could have this B hold through. I want to back up one bar because I love this so much. Yeah, Um, that sounds pretty fantastic. Yeah, I'm kind of in love with those two measures. Let's I don't think I need those. I do need little tenuto markings though, because if you leave a quarter note out on its own, sometimes the assumption is that it's short. Um, so I'm actually going to give this trumpet player the same instructions there, so they don't. It's fine. No, it's fine. B. Yeah, I'm actually like digging the thing that's happening here a lot between just the saxes. I think that's like really cool. And I am putting a flat 9 on there, so I need to let the rest of the rhythm section know. Um, like this. Don't want to leave them in the dark. It's fine not to play the root on B1. All right, let's hear this part again. I'm gonna back up to my favorite measure now. And then some solo. Okay. Um. Oh, I accidentally clicked. Okay. One thing I was debating back here is to make these all whole notes. So I'm gonna do that once and just see how it sounds. Oh, I did not mean to just get rid of that one. You know what? It's assumed that that's a natural, but I better put one there just so the player doesn't see an F sharp up here and F natural down there and. I'm going to put a little accent on these so the saxes feel confident about coming in on that beat. They don't come in squeamishly. You know what? I think I want to split the difference. Have them play that long. Mm, mm, mm. Okay. So we're all starting on a unison here, G natural. And we've got an F sharp there. I think it would be fine for the berry to start on a C. Have a little more contrary motion than I had D. D sharp. That's a little risky. Let's listen to that. I mean, it doesn't really kill anything. It's over a B, so let me hear. Just the last couple bars is fine. Um, okay. I think that I think that works out fine. I'm gonna start right on the bar this time. Ooh, I think having it doubled doesn't work out. And what if Barry switches and goes up to the unison line? Since tenor leaves it right there, splits in half. Or if I just leave it the heck alone. Okay, we're just getting tons of Barry sax right now. Ooh, that was crunchy. So we've got an A here. And we're leading down from A to an F chord. I think having that unison is just a little too rough. Something's not feeling right there. We're going from a C to an E chord. I think it's this B flat right here. I don't know about the Barry changing notes there. What do we have? It's over an A. Let's just make it a quarter note and see how that feels. Yeah, it softens that pickup note, so it's not quite as harsh. Ooh, da dee da 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 da. You know, it doesn't stick out as much. Still want to listen to that triplet one more time. Something's weird about it and the resolution. So we've got an E chord, G, A, B, and D. Huh. What if we go like that? Automatically sounds 100 times better, and I think it's because, yeah, G is the correct note because it's a minor, it's a minor chord. I could put it right there. And that sounds interesting, right? Sort of sticks out. It doesn't have the same flow. What's happening is I've got thirds on the outside and or like earlier I said, the rub note, the B and A, that second is on the inside, thirds on the outside, makes it flow much more smoothly. Now, a thing I could do to help this flow even more smoothly is, and I can keep it from deleting the tie if I do this, drag the tie over here first, get rid of that D and make that a C sharp. Hold it over just like I did with the Barry. This is going to take even more emphasis off of that note change. See, it pulls the emphasis back a little bit when you split those voices off instead of having it all unison. I could do the same thing here. Boo do 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 boo do. I could split these so they're not, because what is this? This is over an A. I could make these eighth notes inside here. So I could go B, G, leading to an F, which might actually be nicer as an E natural. So I could do the same. Well, let's see how that sounds. Not great in that instance. So we've got an A, a C. Well, from the bottom, we've got G, C, E flat A, which works great. It's a little wonky. Something's not settling well. And I think if I swapped the A, and even though it changes the melody, I think making the melody note a G might Man, it just cancel closing the whole document. I guess I am gonna have to pull up the mixer because it's getting a little crazy here on how much louder the Barry is than the lead alto in this solely. I don't like that. Not a fan of that reversal. So let's put them back. Jeez, I'm just gonna have to turn the Barry down, I guess. Let's try again. Oof. Yeah, see, this is what happens when I have the mixer open. Let's try this again. It's not as offensive when the Barry is not so loud. This being in unison with the lead is too much. Should be. It's a G over a G sharp. It's just an E major chord over a G sharp. So I'm gonna put the root right there. Then we've got B. I'm gonna try that. I'll put a D right there. Yeah. Now in this case, since I'm not ending, since there's not a rest after this, I'm fine with making this a quarter note where everyone else has eighth notes because the tenor 2 won't just stop playing it, it goes into the rest of the line. I think that sounds beautiful. I think that sounds really nice. Don't want to change anything about it. All right, let's go to this trombone line because that hit me a little bit just then. And did I do that because there's a D in the melody? Well, there's not. Oh, I see. E, D, B, G, E, C, A. So there is. Why don't I use the strategy I used before? I will give the bass trombone a break here, or possibly drop it down to the bass stuff. Not like that. An E. Why am I doing it like that? I see why I have it like that. So it leaves space for the tenor to be playing in the middle of the voicing. Even though I could put the trombone there and it wouldn't be the worst thing that's happened, I just don't. I want to leave room for the tenor player to play this stuff. So we've got E, B, G, and another E. No reason for that. Let's play the root. That's a beautiful voicing. Huh, who came up with that? Yeah, that's really nice. I've got the 9 up here next to the third. A 6 and a 7. Oh wow, that's a really beautiful voicing. I like it a lot. Dang. That's abrupt. Because alto 2 is kind of in the stratosphere here. Let's move this mezzo forte over before I delete the notes to which it is attached. There we go. And I don't see any reason to not have. So root's already covered somewhere. If I want that texture to lighten up, I can do it like that. And then bass trombone can really just put the heat on this. Mm, I could have third trombone play this. It'd be kind of a jump. Second trombone is at least closer to it. But I think having the tenor play it is not a bad idea. Barry could play it too. And then we could leave this resolution in the trombones. I'll just copy this part of it and then change the note. I've got a 6 on there. Get rid of that. We could have an entire half note going on here, I think. That wouldn't really destroy the integrity of this. Let's see what happens. I feel like the piano on that line is harsh, and I want to take it off of there. Let's try this. Now we're not even playing the trombones at all. They're not muted. Let's go back. Something must be going on with them. I don't think they need to decrescendo like that. Actually, we're going into a little building section. Let's keep it. We can get rid of that marking. F-A-C-E. Well, that's right down the middle, man. That's all day. That's a great voicing. This stuff being in unison is not so cool. Just puts a lot of weight, and I want it to not be so heavy. G, B, D, E. Yeah, that's beautiful all day. And let's put a gliss in that. Let's give the bari sax player also some fun. I don't want to leave him out. I could bring, I could let the saxes just play this long note and let the trumpets come in with B, um, or opposite actually. And then, so I need to shorten that up. They can come in a nice mezzo forte. And with a little bit of an accent. Yeah, you know what? I think that sounds really nice. The only thing I might change is just putting this on beat 4. Oops, that's not the right. Let's try that. Yeah, I like that. It has more pull to the downbeat, which yeah, I'm finding out that's the thing. and just let the rhythm section and the tenor player um, I almost want to cut the piano and guitar just out. Doing it. Yeah, just drums, bass, and that tenor sax. That's gonna sound beautiful. All right, let's skip all that stuff. Let's go 4 bars into the second A. Now this is where I might want to go back to. Well, no, I don't want to do the same thing because. Down. Yeah, play the melody. Ooh, I don't need that to happen though. I don't know why I wanted to spread the voicing out like that. It's because it was still processing that fall when I stopped it. All right. That's not necessary. And we got some giant steps or some, a good cool turnaround. It'll reset. Hopefully it's reset all the, let's try it right here. Now it should all be reset. Now I can double this in, I can bring in some saxes on this. We could have, I'm just going to find all the roots and copy them to the berry. That, there's the A, need D, there it is, and F. Oh, okay. Bass trombone's already got it. And I want to put a big accent on top of that. And all these need some tenutos. We need to start, what do we start with here? So we can start mezzo piano in the berry. And we can build to our double time figures. There we go. Man, that berry honk caught me off guard. Okay. I could double this in. Why don't I double it in this sax an octave lower? And then mm, let's just have it the same on all sides. Then have the bass trombone do the same thing as bari sax here. And of course, this is double time, so that boom beep ba ba beep up. Those will be swung like that. I think I want to offset these entrances. Like this. Let's get rid of those. Let's get rid of that. Okay. I think I want second trombone to come in a little sooner with third trombone. And then I want this to start happening earlier in all of them. This is going to be a little bit difficult chart to play just because of all these kind of staggerings that I have throughout. But if everybody just counts, it'll come across great. I can make a little marking here for the drummer to start setting up double time. And this is a good marking to use. If my hands aren't one letter over. Because it really it alerts the drummer to something's about to happen, and it gives them a hint like here's where you can start. Like there's nothing that's going to conflict with you starting right here. That's what I think a lot of good drummers are thinking about all the time is like, well, if I start it too soon, it'll bump up against something that's happening in the horns, and they don't want to do that. Totally reasonable and appreciated. So I'm gonna let them know right there, like, don't worry about it, man. Just start building it up. I'm actually gonna go with these two because I see that the outer voices have unison right there, so that won't be a problem. Let's go. Yeah, that'll be nice. The drummer can start setting up that double time. And then this is going to be super straight because Finale doesn't know what to do with it right now. Let's give this to the other two trombone players. I think they both can do it, and it'll give lead trombone a bit of a chop break, and that's always nice. Yeah, this is a simplification of the harmony that happens in the tune. And I should build this, I should stack saxes on top of this. I think I could definitely drop the bass trombone down an octave. I can drop this down an octave. I could change this note to be a D flat. Let's maybe I'm doing too much here. And then I'm gonna cut that piano anyway. So let's get rid of these two notes, don't need them. Go ahead and go down to the G natural. B natural. Wait. Yeah, B natural, B flat. I need to change the chord underneath this so the rhythm section knows what's up. And that last part of it is to consonant then. I think maybe having mm, G, A flat. Oh, it's just not going to play anything down there. And I'm starting to realize, like, you gotta have somebody play the dang note, you know? switch tools. Sometimes this tool can get a little buggy, especially with the smart shapes. Let's get bass trombone on a little bit higher dynamic level, but still starting at piano back here. Now, it would be nice to take this up, take just that B up an octave. That would be kind of insane. Uh, so yeah, I'm definitely not gonna do that. Let's see. Oop, something wrong on the piano there. What's going on here? Get rid of the slash mark here. What's up? A flat. And I'm deciding I'm gonna put a, let's retard right here. That should show up on every, let me check the definition. Or actually, tempo markings should show up on every stave. I can check that by going document, edit part, trumpet. There it is, writ. Perfect. Document, edit score. Nice. And then I think I can get rid of this fermata because there was a little confusion last time I did this about um, when the sax starts playing or something like that. I think if I get rid of this fermata and put a fermata over the rest, I think if I extend the slash, just put the slash marks there, move the chord over to here. And thinking about moving this over to here. Delete the original. And then, yeah, no, just put a rest there. Damn. Okay, I guess I have to manually put it there. Jeez. Okay. Sheesh. And then we've got, so it's a retard right here, which goes into that. Then a cadenza. Everybody's got a fermata over a rest. That's where the cadenza will be, and then a fermata over the next note. So I guess, do I need to put the railroad tracks, a caesura, as well? It looks like it's C if I do a shortcut there. So if I see this, it's difficult because like a bunch of people write these different ways. And so if I go to edit the sax part, let's say I come across this, I'm just reading. I see a half rest and then a half rest with a fermata. And then the caesura and then another fermata. I think that makes that makes sense to me. I don't really see a problem with it. Um, I think it's just at this point it's a preference. Can I not put one there? Am I only in the undo that? Is it because I have this? I bet it's because I have this staff style on and I have like 3 Sasuras now. Nope. Okay. Cool. So it should just be slash marks. Don't need the second layer of whatever that was. I think I know why that was. Okay. And now I'm just going to manually select it so I can move it over. And with a control click. So there's a little bit of a break. And then everybody comes in with the last chord. I think that makes total sense. It should not be confusing at all. I moved it before I hit the control button. There we go. Ooh, a little bit of a second page on that part. I mean, really, I shouldn't be doing so much of this because I feel like I'm going to do more editing on the copy side as opposed to the engraving side. And a lot of this is going to just get lost. So I feel like I'm wasting a little bit of time, but it shouldn't be too bad. Um, all right, and we're back to the score. Cool. Now I'm going to have like 15 different positions for that Caesura marking. Yeah, this one's way over here. Oh my gosh. And if I start undoing all those, oh, they're actually, it is working without going back to the, oh, but that also undoes even putting it on this part. There. I can select this one and put it right here. I should be able to select all these then and move them over like this. Yeah. Because they're separated from that fermata, so it's easy to grab them up. Ah, I didn't do all of them. Gotta get the tenor. There we go. Okay. I can do that. This is fun. All right. I'm down to listen to the whole thing and then be done, and I'll save the all the other stuff for another time so you don't have to be a part of it. I am gonna I don't want to zoom out so far. Like, can I zoom somewhere in between where I am now? And so that's 75% other. Let's go with 6.0. See if that is better. Yeah, now we can see everything. All right, from the beginning. Enjoy. Alright, let's skip this solo section here because it's just all gonna be roots like that in the bass. I will say I'm proud of the changes in the second half. Alright. Some cadence. Oh, by cadence I meant cadenza, but I think you get the point. Alright, well, if you watched, thank you. Um, if you didn't watch, you don't know what I'm saying right now. So, anyway, thanks for everybody who tuned in, and thanks for helping keep me on task. I'll see you next time.